Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly Wednesday at lunchtime live stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook 2022 edition. It's a new year, it's a new me. No, it's the same old me. Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm Cordovan, the community manager for Standing Stone Games, and I'm going to be with you over the next hour, hanging out, having some fun. We're going to see what we get in terms of cookies on hardcore. We'll probably get started a little bit on Arganessen. We'll talk a little bit about the latest news and whatever else is on our mind here over the next hour as we kick off 2022. We're basically hard at work doing our next raid. We've got a couple of quests coming and a new adventure pack. We're getting ready for the Snow Peaks event. And depending what kind of happens there, we might have something really cool this year. It hasn't really gone through too much testing yet, so we'll see how it goes in the coming days here. But Snow Peaks is coming up regardless, so that'll be fun. We've got our anniversary coming up in February, so a whole lot of planning ahead for that. And we appreciate you being here with us today. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. Best for you and your family as well. You missed me. I missed you. It's been half a month or so since we last got together, and it's nice to be able to finally get together here and kick off the new year. You're gonna see maybe a few changes in the old Cordovan space, although I've been using a green screen lately. But I have an opportunity to kind of rethink my space in the living room. I kind of was thinking, it's like, well, with 2022, right, if I'm really gonna be working from home for however long, in addition to, sitting here doing a lot of video gaming and streaming and that, well, if it really is that center of space, then I should give it the attention it deserves. And so I'm considering actually kind of flipping my desk around and giving myself a window, and I have a little bit more control over the lighting and the backdrop, so I could, if I didn't want to use a green screen, I could have like some little, you know how those streamers do. You got some kind of bookshelf with little gadgets and gizmos and D&D stuff. Anyway, that might happen. That might happen here in the coming weeks. So, there we go. Otherwise, the main thing we have going on is this is the final weekend of the Festival coin drops. So I thought it might be kind of nice to sort of kick off the show here by turning in my coins. And we'll see what kind of cool stuff we get. So, I have been running recently with Samus Garobo over on his channel. He's been helping me and some others. We've got a group going on hardcore. We're doing that on like Tuesday and Thursday nights. And so I've been running some of that and picking up a fair number of festival coins. So I figured, well, let's get started here and just kind of see what sort of coins we get. I don't think they're going to go into any bag here. Yeah, they aren't. So that's cool. So we could just have them populate the inventory and have a good time doing that. And then maybe I'll get a cookie jar at the end of the show or something like that to hold them all as we need to. But I thought it would be kind of fun to do that here today. I don't actually have a whole lot of news that you don't know about, because the main thing going on is the end of Festival, and we're getting ready for I believe a small patch, and then we've got update 52 happening in the relatively near future, and so that'll be going on to Lamania and such, but we're not really in too much of a position to talk too much about that yet or show it to you, so it's a little early on that. So we're just we all rolled into the office, most of us, yesterday, that being Tuesday, January 4th, after a week-long break. Now, in my case, I had actually taken a whole week off before that, so I've been gone for just a little over 2 weeks here, and so really getting back into the swing of things. Everyone's going through their inboxes and getting all their emails done and all that, but so most of the planning that we had really is the same stuff that was here in mid-December. We haven't, obviously had a lot of time to make a lot of forward progress since then, but we are hard at work on Update 52, and that's getting pretty close to a Lamania preview. And that'll be the new raid along with a new adventure pack, and we'll have more about that as we get closer to it. And then Snow Peaks, which, like I said, there's something. Could be cool. Could be cool. We've got some people doing some crazy stuff a little bit, and so we'll kind of have to see how that works out. If it does all work out, then it may not be for this year. Hopefully it'll be for this year. But either way, we've got some cool Snow Peak stuff kind of in the works as well. All right, so all my coppers, all these festival twigs, I'm going to destroy them. What do we end up getting here for this? So a lot of these the same. Good Hope, yay. That's even at level 9, Good Hope will be real nice. All right, Ardor. Sure, doesn't hurt, you know, give me a boost. I'm certainly not doing a bad time healing. Snowball Swarm, that's cool enough. I will actually put that into the hot bar and use that up. Thunder Snow, I'll save that for now. I don't actually know what Thunder Snow is. I don't think I've seen this one. A tidal wave of freezing hail with a narrow blast of lightning at its center. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. So, all right. Flesh to Stone. Greater Color Spray. These are the heal ones. Black Abishai's Erosion. Doesn't help me. Jump. Could have used that yesterday, couldn't I, Samus? Yeah. There was a couple of jump spots where my poor cleric behind was not able to get up there. I could have taken off my armor. I didn't. Teleport. I don't know that I'm ever casting Teleport on hardcore because of the chance that I might fall. Although I do have a Featherfall Cloak, so I would probably be okay. Armor of Speed, hey, I can definitely take that. Who won't use that one? I'll just use that at the nearest opportunity. I really like the Sun Flasks, especially as we're going to be heading into Dalaras, frankly, in just a little bit, and these Sun Flasks are going to tear through those things. Not that we've been having any trouble tearing through things, as if you've been watching the streams or what have you, but yeah, those Sun Flasks are great. I am a big fan of the Sun Flask. I think they're awesome. I think it's awesome Lobby. I think it'll nuke your way through some low levels if you want it to. Titan's Grip. And then, of course, ended up with a whole bunch of lumps of coal. But I've got a bunch of silver here, too, so I'm going to actually get rid of the coal as well. We consolidate my space here just so it's all nice and clean and we know what all came from what. All right. I've got 25 festival coins, so let's do 12 there and see what we get for the silvers. Okay. 2 of the protection from elements. Well, I'm a cleric. I don't need no protection from elements. Although, actually, I totally could at this point. I'll use that, like, right now. I'll use that next, like, on Thursday. I'll just use those up, because I could use them for now. Spawn Screen, sure. Wonder Wand, probably won't cast that, just in case I would create blades or something. Silence Creature, I don't know that I've actually used Silence Creature. But not being able to cast something sounds okay if I would ever think about using it. Nightmare Lance. Sure, I'll use that up. C is Invisibility. Okay. And then Blur. I'll use that actually as well. I could certainly use that at this level, just in case. Alright, now I've got even a few golds. I've got 3 golds here. Let's see what we get for the golds. 2 of the... Ooh. That'll be useful on hardcore. Okay. 2 of the Rejuvenation Cocoons. Yeah, I could use that. I could probably find some use for that. Alright, and then Beguile, Charms, target creature, which will fight as a trusted friend. No, I probably won't even use that. I don't think I would trust that on hardcore. Not unless I actually have my Dismiss Charm already hotbarred, which I do not currently. But we'll see. Either way, that's cool. That's cool. Alright, so, You want to do this. Now, the Jester's actually going to stick around for a week after the coins stop dropping, but the coins stop dropping on Monday. So, turn them in. Now's the time. Collect them. Turn them in. The Jester will be around through the 16th, being shut off on the morning of the 17th. And, sorry, Kaylin Bulk. Slain by misadventure at level 14. Anyway, so that's what's going on right now with me. I don't know. Let me go take a look at chat here in a second. And see, I even remember to put on my Featherfall. That's how you can tell I'm a pro gamer. You know, when I do smart things like that on hardcore. Rather than just fall, which is my typical scenario here. So there we go. Alright. Alright, I think I'm actually going to be logging off of the hardcore here, so let me put the holder back on and take a look at our chat, see what we got going on. I will try to get some more information on the Lamania testing here in a minute. I don't know that I've got a date to give you today, but I will actually just thought of a place I could take a look that I might be able to get something for the show here. You missed the cuckoo clock. I missed the cuckoo clock too. Perhaps in the near future, I will actually just try to give it a couple hours with a pair of or some precision tools and see if I can get it working again. Again, being on Samus's stream, he has a cuckoo clock, and it made me remind me. It's like I actually like it. I actually like having a cuckoo clock on a stream, even though it seems ridiculous that you would put a cuckoo clock on a streamer's room. But I think it's actually kind of cool. All right, you got your 5K 2 days ago. Nice, nice. Congrats. I saw someone get, this was on the live worlds, right? Someone recently hit 50 million Reaper XP, which is insane. Oh, and also shout out to the people on hardcore who did Heroic Abbott. They did Heroic Abbott on Elite. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I could never do that. Never in a million years would I want to run the Heroic Abbott raid on hardcore. Are you freaking kidding me? Yes. Okay. Pixie Slayer. Asks, Soul Survivor has been bugged for a while. It is in fact closed, as a matter of fact. We had to shut it down over the holidays. Is it going to be fixed? Yes. That should be ready for our next game update. I believe we have a patch set for the relatively near future that will have a fix for Soul Survivor to hopefully reopen it. Anyway, it'll be a little bit yet before I know for sure, but I do think that is likely to happen. It'll be your next game update, whatever that ends up being. Any news on gathering for buffs in February? No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll be doing any in-person meetups for the foreseeable future here on the part of SSG. And I know PAX East is still supposed to be happening in the Boston area. I guess we'll have to see how the world is then. But at least as of today in early January, I just don't see us being in a position to want to sponsor any like in-person meetup. I just don't. That just doesn't seem likely. I'm sorry. Something cool for Snow Peaks? Indeed, actually. It totally falls into the cool category. All right. What is my name on hardcore? You'll send me my sun flasks. Well, I don't know if I should actually give out my name, although it's certainly already out there in the public eye because I'm streaming with it. And it might be related to its cord. But I don't know if I want your sun flasks. I don't want to take advantage of my position, for one. And for two, yeah, I'll take them. I'll take them. Sure. If you really don't want them, man. But you probably want them, even though you maybe don't think you do. Alright, let me check out this bit. Yes. I am moving over to internal schedule thing. Let me see if there's something I can get. So, yeah, we currently have a 52 patch 1 that's in the works. And that'll be for couple of weeks yet. No, yeah, yeah. And then we've got previews of 53 that we're going to be doing in the next 3 to 4 weeks as well. And then we've got our anniversary event scheduled. And that's really about all I've got, this second day coming back to work after the holiday break. But we certainly have a lot of work underway, both on the Wild Hunt and more that we'll have more information about as we get closer to it. Yeah, and that's really all I've got. I don't have a lot of news for you today. Sorry, I guess it's just a matter of we're all rolling back into the office, are we not? So there we are. Yeah, no, PAX East is late April. Things could certainly be different by then, could they not? But even so, I just don't see like a corporate entity, Standing Stone Games, we're going to sponsor an in-person meetup in April. I just ain't going to happen. Sorry. You can all hang out at my house. All right. Can we confirm or ask around the SSG peeps if the rare items like Sunblade, Stones, etc. No, you can't actually. I don't want a whole bunch of strangers in my house. Drop with Festival coin turn-ins. If the rare items drop with Festival coin turn-ins. Yes. There is a chance. My understanding is the greatest chance with gold coins, but you can get rare items with your festival coins. I know that was possible as of last year, at least, I think. I'm pretty sure. And so that would be the case this year then as well. All right. Do we have a fix for the genie spinning in Von 6 and meeting people, yeeting people probably from the raid? Yes. That is also in the works. Yes. We have got, that is on the list of things to fix. Did I get teleport cookies from the bronze? I did. Yeah, I did get one from the bronze, did I not? All right. Taking cookie equals best cookie, changed my mind. Okay. That is a pretty good one. Show us you're actually working from a House Galanda internet cafe. No, living room here. One that still has not been fully picked up from Christmas, so thank gosh for green screens. I turned in over 3,000 copper, 200 gold, just cookies. Oof. I have to admit, I have never pulled a Sunblade as well. I have had guildies pull Sunblades. I know it is possible. Are the old cookie jars broken? I don't believe so. Lizzie on Facebook. Hopefully not. Willing to fix Bard's fast movement enhancement fading away with death. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know that one. For the next patch, I don't think that would be in the next patch. I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know about any TR issues you might have experienced, Wagner. I'm sorry, I can't really comment on that today. Can we make the Lava in the 12 not so deadly on hardcore? No. Don't fall in. Can we get like two-factor authentication for DDO? That is something we would very much like to do in the future. Hopefully that at some point in the future we'll be able to announce that for you. We ought to be able to change facial hair the same as hair. I agree. That would be cool. I don't know why that is stamped the way it is in such a permanent fashion. LRs will allow you to do it, though. All right, and I thank everyone else just saying good morning. So I think we are ready to maybe move on to Argo here. Why are cookie jars bound to character instead of bound to account? That is because, in part, they came out at a time where we were very concerned about allowing the trade of that kind of storage container through the bank. And we know that some people prefer it because of the way it drops in game, but for a long time now, that really isn't something that we want to encourage very much. And, because over the years we have had issues with things, not surviving the process. And at that point, because of the way that system is created, there's very little way to call back or fix anything that could be gone from it. And unless there's some kind of record that it existed, it can be really difficult. It can be a difficult burden for CS players and everyone else too. So we really try to minimize the number of things that are in that kind of container that can go through the account trading system. And so when cookie jars were created, that was a time of particular concern over that. And I think that ultimately is the answer as to why they're bound to character and why we've not taken another look to see if maybe times have changed and we could make it bound to account. I just don't think that we've had time to get to that sort of thing yet, but perhaps someday in the future we could. Mm-hmm. I am just catching up on chat, making sure I'm ready to go. Okay, let's head into Argo. I'm going to be on Argo for a little while. Figure let's start the year off on Argonescent. So I'm not quite sure who I'm even going to play yet. We'll have to kind of see. I've been on hardcore, but I'm saving that character for the group with Samus, so I don't want to get ahead of everyone or behind anyone or what have you. And so I don't want to run that character on the stream. I do have another character in the works on hardcore who's level, I think, 4 or 5, just in case I were to die. I'd have someone I could swap over into that doesn't have to start way back on Korthos. But, I don't really want to play on hardcore just yet, so I'm not quite sure. I'm looking at my characters on Argo to see which one. I've got a lot of old characters on Argo. That's the reality, unfortunately. My characters are pretty old on Argo. I think I've played Citan last time. Could always do Zentradi. I think I'll do that. Argo is not really my home server. At the moment, Thelanis really is the server I'm doing most of my home gaming on. But I do have characters virtually on every server, just because over the years, that's how it's worked. Alright. And I'd like to have stream-ready characters on every server. What I ended up with, though, rather than having stream-ready characters on every server, is characters on every server. But that's how it goes sometimes. And so we'll just kind of roll with what we got here. I think the biggest issue I need with Zentradi is... I mean, he's got the coolest cosmetic weapon in the world, so that, I need to glamour this Tail of the Scorpion once I'm no longer using it. But I'm actually using it right now, because I don't have anything better to use. And it doesn't suck. But oh my gosh, isn't that the greatest looking... Look at that thing. Look at this sword in the hands of Zentradi, and tell me that this sword does not belong in the hands of this character. Seriously. Okay, yeah. But I don't actually know what I'm up to on this character. I guess let's learn together here. I'm currently still using the Visor of the Fleshrender Guard, so yeah, at level 17. I could probably get a pair of goggles. Is it as framey on your end as it is on my end here? I've got some serious computer problems, and that's driving me nuts. But hopefully I can solve that in the new year here as well. Alright, so I've just got Deadly and Resistance on for a helm. I've got the Silver Flame Talisman. That's the level 3 one up from a past life. I kind of like it because it absorbs all those neg levels and provides death block and protection from evil. Doesn't hurt. I'm currently using the Mummified Bat for Feather Falling as a trinket slot. I've got an old Mantle of the World Shaper. I think I just had that on because of the Heroic Inspiration. I probably have something I'm swapping into. Currently just have a Con 6, so definitely ready for a better belt. That ring doesn't even do me anything other than the 20 maximum 20 hit points. Spectral Gloves I have for the Ethereal at the moment. Those are ready to be updated. The attack doesn't hurt. But look at this gear. I mean, this gear is terrible. And so I think really the first thing I'm going to have to do is sort through my gear. I do have the Etheric bracelet. I kind of like it. It's giving me the vitality and a little bit of dodge, which hurts. I think I'm using the Parasitic. Yeah, Parasitic breastplate right now for my armor. So pretty weak, as you can see. Clearly I'm in a position, this is old gear, super crusty gear. And a gear that needs to be updated in a bad, bad way. But we'll do that. I'll do that off stream. I'll do that on stream. And we'll do that for a couple of weeks here while we're getting ready to do our Lamania previews and what have you. Go run through Sharn. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Let's do that. If I can find it. Where did I put it? Here we go. Did I say I was updating my PC this year? Probably not, unless someone wants to pay for it. I don't know, I'm not gonna have the money. I don't think this year to update my PC, especially in a world of $900 video cards. What? But, but I could use it. The main issue I have is this computer is actually not Windows 11 compatible. It looks like I already did do Sharn 1, so let's see where I left off here. Did I do Sharn 2? Let me quick visit the vendor while I'm at it as well. I know, I'm running on I think I'm still running on a 1060, which... Chuckle, chuckle. Yeah, you chuckleheads, you laugh at my 1060. Who's laughing now? It runs DDO and Lotro just fine. I must not be ready to take this yet, so what am I doing wrong? Let me go back up, see where I left off. Or, let me see. Where did I leave off on Sharn? Here we go. Just business. Okay. Okay. So I still have just business to do. Alright, well, I could just use the token again, but I'll just take the thing up. Yeah, the Skullduggery cap from Saltmarsh would be better too. That's not a bad idea. So, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want a new computer. I could use a new computer, but it's currently functioning for me, except it doesn't do Windows 11. So, you know. Should I go in on elite? No, I'm not. I'm gonna be a wimp. I'm gonna wimp out. Oh, this one? Oh, jeez. Okay. I could do this one. This is a tricky quest, and one in which it is possible to get quite lost. Which, dangerous news for me.
About time you got here, grumbles the old man. They've already started. Get on board quick like and I'll ferry you up to their window. Remember, stay quiet as a mouse.
Mr. Vogt, I assume this is about your
I'm gonna turn the
request to
music
join
down
Platinum
a little
Concord,
bit here.
which was turned down due to your lack of subtlety, shall we say?
There we go.
Yes, well, I prefer audacity to subtlety. I admit that subtlety has allowed the Aurum to do as they please with the 5 nations.
Now that we have
for
a
many
system
years,
for upgrading
but
magic
what I
items
have
to
offer
epic
your
legendary,
organization cannot
do I know if they're working on a system to upgrade the named
What kind of
items that
signal?
iconic
Are the
characters
eccentric
get?
bloodhounds sniffing at your
I have
heels?
not heard of any plans to upgrade the named items that iconic characters get. It's really meant to just be starter gear if necessary. And although there's some kind of cool stuff over the years, I don't really see us spending time to update that currently.
Don't cry.
Certainly not through an upgrade path.
Don't cry.
Although it is a cool idea. Maybe someday. Maybe someday.
This is just business, Isabel. Just business.
Yeah, I know I'm having a real frame rate issue, unfortunately, with my computer. And it seems weird that it just started really happening latter half of last year. My computer should be fast enough to completely run this without issue, but it isn't, and I'm running into problems. So I'm going to have to start looking into solutions.
No matter.
So hopefully the frame rate's not too bad. But it's something I am aware of, and I'd like to correct in the near future here. Yeah, I would think we would see a Lamania preview for, at the very least, update 53.
Shouts Casper. The old man produces a bow from somewhere as giggling shapes extend from
Yeah, I would expect it for update 50. The next adventure pack, we'll get a preview on Lamania. Along with probably the raid, because, you know, but we'll see. I think it's actually going to be starting, first we're going to do some kind of preview, I think. We're going to be doing a preview with, like, the Players' Council here in the relatively near future. So they'll be the ones getting that first kind of early look at that piece of content, so.
But they're surely not the last. Vaunt doesn't go in for half measures. Casper wheezes out his words. Ooh, reminds me of my days in the last war, but with more chest pain. Too old for this for sure. Come here, we gotta talk about Isabel. She's still alive.
Oh, I need to speak to him.
You've agreed to help rescue Isabel.
And let me refresh my source sled just to make sure I've got plenty of time to mess around. I don't want to goof around too much. This is a tricky quest for me. Every time I run this quest, I have a tendency to get lost in this quest, but hopefully that won't happen today. We'll see. And if so, maybe the stream, I can crowdsource a little help here. But, we'll see. Maybe I won't even need it.
Another wave of Gnoll mercenaries bursts from the shadows.
I can do this. I believe in myself. Except I also know myself. So that's why I think I'm going to get lost. But we'll see. There you are. Know thyself. Nope, not quite. Go.
A motley crew of creatures takes up position on the bridge, spoiling the low bellow of the opens is the shrill cries of goblins.
Oh, let me rage it up. I'm a Barbarian after all. There we go.
A strange-looking goblin glides up above the bridge. The limp form of Isabet lies on his sore sled. The goblin shouts abuse at his gnoll escort.
Those nobodies made mincemeat out of your fleabag gnolls. I told you the direct approach wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna go bait the hook on my plan.
Wait, goblin meat. Vaunt said to work together as a pack.
The gnoll snarls as he in the distance, you hear the gnoll snarl.
We cannot look weak. No. Those who look weak die first. Always.
It's the stupid who die first, dimwit.
Replies the goblin.
Let my flying pets soften them up. Now move before the fireworks start.
Alright, refreshing my sore sled. And it should be over this way, right?
A mob of gnolls and goblins have taken up positions atop a nearby.
I think there is a very good chance that 2022 will be the year of... I can't say that. What am I saying? I can't say that. I can't promise that. Someone is saying it would be awesome if we had dinosaur mounts. And I'm going to say I think that seems totally possible that that might happen this year. Also, why is this person not dying? Yes, okay. What am I doing? I'm clearing the way. I'm clearing out the wine shop. Uh-huh. Okay. No, what? Oh. Someone is asking about our progress in getting through our ticketing backlog. We did, I did just get back from our holiday break yesterday. I know that we do have people working on it. They were working over the holidays. I don't think I've got really any better news than that to tell you. Where am I going? I thought it was here. Was it not? I went up the stairs. Alright. Alright. So is that... Okay. Anyway. I think it's totally plausible that we will see dinosaur mounts in the future.
Cloud of bats streams out.
Jumbie, please do get in touch with CS through help.standingstonegames.com. They should be able to get you any item that you purchased. If you have a record of purchasing it and it didn't show up in game, customer service will absolutely, should absolutely be able to help you.
You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper. You can advance once you've made it safe.
Guess I'm going in here. Yep.
Inside the bookstore, goblins scramble to release one last clutch of bats from the cage.
Exploding bats? Gods, what a circus! Who's going to explain this mess to the city watch come the morning?
Mutters Casper as he coasts along behind you.
All right.
Shadows move among the arches of a nearby market.
I don't know. When you say fist weapons, do you mean like hand wraps? You want more hand wraps specifically? I would imagine there would be new hand wraps coming in, you know, our upcoming content. But I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding the question, and I apologize. Get a source lid. Oh, to have hand wraps appear graphically. Oh, that would be cool. I haven't heard of any plans to do that. I think that would be a fairly significant, probably both art and engineering task. And I suspect their resources may be allocated elsewhere. But it's it would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. A cosmetic backpack, that would be really cool too. Love to see that.
Equipped with a range-fire cannon waits for you near Old Tully Tower. Goblins swarm over the tower itself.
Rage is still good for like 20 seconds. He didn't hate me until I was swinging the sword in his face. But
Must have been holding that in reserve. Those things are expensive. On we
all
go.
right. Are we clear on this? I think we are, right? Going up the stairs? Yeah, cosmetic storage would be a huge task as well, mostly because the current way that cosmetic items exist in the game is fundamentally incompatible with sort of that method of storage. So we would need to make it compatible. And there's a whole bunch of different ways you could theoretically do that. None of them quick or easy, unfortunately. so unfortunately, that's why things like those potion bandoliers that have come up over the years, or cosmetic backpacks, in particular, have not yet been able to come to fruition.
Three sky skiffs descend.
I mean, seems like a problem. Extra character inventory tab. The reason that has been at its limit for a while is it does tend to lead to a pretty significant amount of character data bloat. So we have to be careful how much of that we allow. And at least for a while now, the advice from the experts who monitor such things are that it would be basically unwise to expand it further. But, you know, it's not to say we couldn't someday. There's my source sled. I do enjoy actually going around on these source sleds. It's pretty cool. It's just a little tricky. I tend to get map lost easily, and so this and the other quest with the source sled tend to get me pretty lost. Makes me a little nervous to want to run it on stream because, you know, who wants to look like a easily lost person on stream?
Like an idiot. Thank the host you were here.
This city watch station is locked up tight and stands as silent as the grave. Is it unmanned? Or have the guards inside been given a reason to sit this one out?
What am I doing? Where am I going? There we go. What did I just say? What did I just say? Alright. A user-defined hireling. Yeah. Yeah.
Your source sleds might suddenly stop working out here. Be careful.
The mercenary Gish stands here. His jaw is rotten.
The goblin says you're strong, but
Yes, I will get to that in a second, Kraskich. Good question.
I'll butcher you now. Feast on your flesh and keep all the glory for myself.
Oh, a cape that looks like a backpack as a cosmetic. Now that seems totally doable. I don't see why we couldn't do that. That's a great suggestion, and one I will bring up at the first good opportunity. That's an excellent plan. That would be cool. I don't see any reason why we... I mean, you'd have the same kind of clipping issues you'd have with cape, but you would just have to work through those. So, I think that sounds like a totally doable suggestion. That'd be fun.
Gish vanishes, reappearing at the sorcerer's side. Another quick gesture of both vanish from your sight. The goblin's voice calls to you across the gap.
That went about how I expected, so that leaves just little old me. A great
Alright, let
bounty
me take a second to get
to
through
spill
chat.
with, and some nice payback on the side. I'm all ready for you, so come on over. Don't make me wait all night.
No, the Saltmarsh Pact does not have a raid. The raid will be for something
I
else.
can always drop Miss Isabel on her head and knock off early. Then I visit you some other time. You get me?
Weekend bonus, we don't have a specific bonus for this weekend. It's the final weekend of the Festival of Coins. And that ultimately is the event that's taking place this coming weekend. We do have some event scheduling work to do. That work has not yet been done, but we'll be talking with our new producer in that about that here in the coming weeks and making sure we lock down the schedule for upcoming bonuses. Oh, do I need to do something? I need to do something. What do I need to do? I need to flip the lever. Alright. Producer's letter. That is Grasskitch's question. Is what about a producer's letter? Is that being worked on? I think it is not quite here yet. It's going to be probably a little later this year than usual due to our new producer kind of just ramping up their work here. But, you know, we will have something I would expect certainly for the anniversary, if not before. But in terms of when we could expect an actual producer's letter, there's a little bit too much to kind of sort through yet. I don't think we're there yet. I'm not even sure we're close to being there yet, but you know. Where'd you go? There you are. Our rage can go back. Rank. Our frenzy back. I don't care about these explosions. Yep. Get out of my way, rebel. Where did you go?
This might hurt.
Where did you go?
Hey,
This way?
got a present for ya.
Where are you, Urk? Living up to your name, I see. I don't know where you are. Archer. Rebel. Sorry, I've been distracted by Urk. Alright, let's see. Is there such a thing as character data bloat? Yes. So what that is usually manifested on the player's end, most frequently as loading bugs. And that would be whether you maybe crash on load screens, or whether it historically, back in the day, there was a time where some people will probably recall where it was not uncommon to have to log into the game twice in order to for it all to load, and that was directly caused by character data bloat. And so we have really ever since that, well, I mean even before that time, but especially since that time, have been particularly mindful of the impact that years of development can have on character data bloat, because it is a real thing and something we do have to take care of.
But all is not well.
Alright. Did I miss my chest? Chest go.
She's gone. Gone.
Says the goblin.
Boss man ate up her soul. with his new improved Vaunt. Why use your own when you can use someone else's? Sorry, sweethearts.
Okay, let me scroll through chat, and it looks like it's almost 1 o'clock, so decent timing to wrap up the show. Will there be a Chronicle this week? Yes, I'm getting back to as close to regular work as I can by the end of the week, and the Chronicle is back in the new year. I don't know that DDO.com is going to be refreshed in the new year, but that even might happen within the next, planning is underway at least, to do that at some point in the future. Lotro's happening first. Hireling folders on sale. Good. I don't see why we couldn't put hireling folders on sale, perhaps. A game question. Let's see. What does Sev do now that you have a new producer? Sev remains the executive producer. They are actually separate roles of producer and executive producer. The most recent producer we had was Kokomo Jobo, who went on to do other work last year. So we've not had a producer since then. But Sev remains the executive producer. Nothing's changing there. Will the producer's letter become quarterly for DDO as well? Don't know. That'll kind of be up to the purview of the next producer. It seems like a possibility, however. Okay. Druid, I am not particularly sure about that bug where a ranged character, if an enemy has a lingering spell in front of them, your shots are not hitting the other enemy. Sounds like kind of a targeting issue. Please do submit a bug report on that if you would not mind. Nothing I could say further about our next expansion, sorry. Is this the Sharn expansion? Yes. Okay. And I'm just taking a look at Facebook chat as well at the very end. Let's see, anything I have not yet gotten to. A hireling that levels with you. Sev talked about that during the most recent Q&A. I'll refer you to his comments on that. It is something that's been kicked around as maybe something we could do. So there we go. I would say that, we are also working on game performance. That is a top priority here in the earlier part of 2022. So we'll be doing that. And I think that's going to wrap it up for the weekly Wednesday Lunchtime live stream. The first of many. Well, the first of something in the range of 48 shows that we'll probably be doing in 2022 here. Thank you so much for watching. You can find the full schedule over on twitch.tv/DDOstream, and I will have more next week, starting at noon Eastern. Have fun, everyone. Talk to you soon.